I guess it didn't really count in the stream. It's still showing 30 minutes or so.
Let me check.
So that's good.
Let's take a look, see.
It looks like the wireless probably like held it.
Yeah, probably. On my computer.
One great thing is, oh, there's 0 people all of a sudden. So did we get
I'm
disconnected?
checking right now to see on the
Okay.
screen. We are live.
Spoolcraft has followed. Sweet. Hey, I think I'm streaming. It says I'm live.
You are. Yep.
Okay. Thanks for checking, by the way. So Spoolcraft, I just want to say thanks for following the Speakeasy Brewer. We're brewing a pineapple golden ale today, or blonde ale. So thanks for joining us today. Thanks for the follow. You're awesome. Sorry if about the technical difficulty there for a second. I don't know what happened. But it seems like it's still going okay.
Yep. I wrote it in my home computer just to double check.
Oh, okay, sweet. Thanks for doing that. Dude, I love that you're so smart on that. So, he's the man when it comes to technology. He's gonna help me figure out technology in a way. Oh, we got 7 people back.
There we
Okay.
go, yes.
I think our connection is back. So, for all of you guys who either got kicked out because we lost connection, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I want to do a quick shout out to Spoolcraft. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for joining the Speakeasy Brewer. Jump in the chats, ask questions, join the Discord server. We talk a lot about beer and such there, so that's the place to do that kind of conversation. Also here too, of course. Also, it's 5:30 somewhere, so get yourself some beer. We're gonna pop open one here very soon because, well, it's not 5:30, but it's 12 o'clock. It's time for a beer.
It's noon.
It's noon.
O'clock. Yep.
It's noon o'clock.
Share in the Discord what you're drinking.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's a good call. Okay, the one thing that I need, this is gonna be the next thing I'm gonna get, is a longer spoon, so I don't get my hands in here.
It's like a trip to Orson Geeky's in
Orson what?
have you ever seen Orson Geeky?
No.
It's a massive it's some massive chef guy here in Utah has his own cooking store. That's got everything you can think of.
That's awesome. Alright, so everything's mixed in. We might have to go to Orson Geeky. Don't worry, we're not going to go now, but we're going to go get some bigger spoons because my equipment's getting bigger slowly but surely. So, upgrading. We're upgrading my garage to make it look more cool because I want to build a barn here. So all this wood in the corner is destined. I'll show you. All that wood in that corner, that's destined for a bar. And my kegerator is ready to go. One thing I am kind of curious about is we're supposed to get like single-digit temperatures next week, which is going to be freaking cold.
Yeah.
But I don't need a fridge if it's going to be that cold. But I'm also worried about my beer because I got a beer fermenting in this fridge. It's the Rauch beer from a couple weeks ago. And it still has like 2 months left of fermentation, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to affect it. I don't want it to freeze. That'd be bad. It would take forever. Okay, so meanwhile, while we're waiting for this to heat up, which we're at about 120, so we have a little bit longer to go. One thing that I do is, since this holds temperature pretty good, I'm going to preheat it. I'm going to take a little bit of that water and throw it in here, let it heat up the whole thing, and then we'll fill it in.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing. And then let's, right around the time, I say, once we get the temperature right and we get the water in and the grains in, let's pop open the
Yeah.
What am I, oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for. All right. So what we're going to do here, so this is, I know it's a Home Depot cooler, I know. I'm going to get better equipment eventually, but for right now, this is our mash tun. Let's see if I can give you a good view of it. So, obviously, it's deep. There's nothing in there. You can see our little valve in there. Well, I guess the valve's on the outside, but that's the little spigot that's going to be attaching to our false bottom. Looks like this. It's very holy. It's a holy relic. Sorry.
Jokes.
You know it's sad when nobody... I'm glad you laughed. I'm glad I'm not the only one here laughing at my own jokes right now. Anyway, so this is our false bottom. We're going to stick this in at the base of this mash tun. and all the grain is going to sit on top of this. So the purpose of this tube, at the bottom there's a little bit of a hole. This whole thing is going to have the grain sitting on top, and then when we rinse the grain from the water that's in here, this is our hot liquor tank. We're going to put hot water in there. That water is going to be used to rinse the grain off, okay? So for this, basically we're going to clean it off, and this false bottom prevents that grain from going in through the hole, going into the boiling pot, and getting all nasty stuff in there. So that's what the purpose of this is for. You can use some food grade silicone. It's great. It will change color over time because beer has color, surprisingly. So things get stained. But with the mash, it's not that big of a deal. I keep everything pretty clean. I put everything through, the cleaners that I use are PBW, which is an oxidizing cleaner. It does a really great job of getting stains and stuff off. Next time this pot gets really nasty from several brew days, I'll show you the before and after of the pot. I did it a couple days ago. It's spick and span. It's really nice. I did it in here too. But when you're dealing with hot water, bacteria and stuff won't be able to survive that. So these things I keep very clean because I'm a clean freak. But it's not pertinent that they like you could use like a sponge with a scraper on the side and really get in there if you want to. Not a big deal. That's more for like fermenter stuff that you're like, do not scratch it if you're going to use any plastic because you will ruin your beer. Oh, okay. I guess it just jumped on. I don't know. We were live.
We were live, yeah.
Yeah. I guess Stream Elements is just jumping on saying, "Hey, we're live again." We're live. Okay. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do? Yeah, it's just gonna take a little longer today because it's a little cooler.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I guess I could show. I'm gonna put my grain. Did I leave the grain inside? I think I left the grain inside.
Something out here.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go get the grain here in a moment. I'm keeping it inside because I want it to stay as room temperature as possible so that the
44 right now?
44? Yeah, it's 44 outside. So I'm trying to keep it room temperature. When it comes time for us to do the whole mashing, then I'll bring it out. We gotta make sure that the temperatures are good. Okay, yeah, I know it cut out for a couple minutes. I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad you stayed with us. I have technology issues. He's gonna try and help me figure this out.
Try to fix that.
Yeah, he's here to fix that because I'm what you'd call a troglodyte. I need help. At least I'm able to say I'm wrong about a lot of things. Okay, so this is obviously the most boring part of the brew day. It's just waiting. Once we start boiling the beer, that's when it gets really exciting. Because we're going to be like on a timer. We're going to have to put in hops at a specific time, all that other stuff. So this is where, once we get the mash going, we have 60 minutes. That's where we're going to pop open a beer. Because that's the best time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best time to do it. Okay, so I'm going to close this up anyways, because that's all ready to go. We are at 1... longer today. So, quick question to those who are watching right now. What is your favorite beer? So it's Dano. What's your favorite beer? Hush Hush. What's your favorite beer? What's your favorite beer?
I like hazy IPAs.
Hazy IPAs?
Yeah.
Do you have any particular one that you like?
What is it? It's the Nosh here. I think it's the Nosh is what it is.
Oh, I've never had that one.
It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
I'll have to get that one sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite is Deschutes Fresh Squeezed. I love Deschutes. I'm a little biased because I lived in Bend for a while. And their water's really good. Their beer's really good, so Fresh Squeezed is it. I've had Fresh Haze too. Fresh Haze is good, but Fresh Squeezed is way better.
That sounds good.
Yeah. But I don't know, I feel like ever since I started doing the brewing thing, like I just am constantly trying different beers.
Yeah.
Because to me, beer is art, so I'm always like, what does this taste like? Oh, I had this fantastic holiday beer in Chicago 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and it was holiday beer, so it had holiday spices like nutmeg and allspice and all that other stuff, cinnamon. and then they used some smoky grains, so it kind of had like this very cozy, like smoky, warm sort of feel. It was amazing. It was amazing. So, yeah.
All sounds like a smoked old fashioned.
Yeah.
Just throw that
Yes.
into that in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, it was like a smoked old. Exactly.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was good. It wasn't as sweet as a smoked old fashioned,
Yeah.
but it was still really good. Yeah. So I see a few more people jumped on. So welcome to the Speakeasy Brewer. I'm Austin. This is Taylor, aka Swine Hunter. He's been on the chat for a handful of streams, but he's here helping me with Brew Day today. Citra in the summer, Elvis Juice is pretty great. The Trooper for the lazy afternoons.
I've never tried Elvis Juice.
I haven't either. I've seen Elvis Juice. Okay, you're gonna have to remind me, where in the world are you? It's Dano. Because are you in? It's California, right? Is California Elvis Juice, or is that no? That wouldn't make sense. Are you in
London.
London? Oh, okay. I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, maybe you're in Memphis, Tennessee, or something like that. That all sounds
That would make
amazing.
sense with Elvis.
Yeah. Well, if I end up doing my Speakeasy European tour,
I'm gonna write that down.
yeah, I need to write that down too. I don't know what kind it is. Anyways, that's awesome. That sounds really great. Citra's always really good, and you're right. In the summertime, it's just so refreshing to have something that's kind of like just floral and tropical. It's great. Okay, Elvis Juice is
Okay.
BrewDog. Okay, yes, brewed in Scotland. I had Elvis Juice in. That's how I know. I actually did have Elvis Juice. It was fantastic, and I got it in Columbus, Ohio, because they had a BrewDog brewery there. So that's why it
Yeah.
sounded familiar.
See, it's sad. My wife's liked all the sweet drinks, so we get a lot of ciders.
Oh yeah.
So before she got pregnant, it was always, Angry Orchard.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's really sweet. I need
Yeah.
something separate, but that was the drink we always got.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Angry Orchard is good. I've had it before. Let's see.
If you're gonna go for a cider, Angry Orchard's a great go-to.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much everywhere. There's a couple other ones I've tried that aren't as sweet.
Right.
That just like gives you that apple kick too. You're like, okay, that's great, but it's
Yeah.
not like an overload of sweet.
Right. Yeah. Which is good. I honestly like. Hey, what's up, Tian Kuno?
How's it going?
Welcome. Tian, you and Big Juicy Cat. I know you said you liked the gem. I wanted to have you be VIP also. But I made you moderator as well because I feel like you and Big Juicy Cat are really good at welcoming people. So I hope you're okay with that. If you don't like that, you tell me what you want. I'll fix it. But you're really good at welcoming people, so I